Hi everyone, my name is Andrew. I am a co-founder in Enomony. In Enomony, we're building artificial intelligence for brand marketing for the world where only emotions matters. So, do you know what is that? Any ideas? Stu, what is that?
White noise, my friend. That's white noise.
Yeah, it was simple. This is a noise, and it is exactly how around 80% of all ads are perceived by people. So largest advertisers, they spend their media budgets just for the noise usually. And in general, they pay around $150 billion annually for noise. Less than 20% of all media spends really work, and because of that we live in this kind of a super informational noisy environment, and I guess no one likes it, neither advertisers nor people. So what we're doing, we're building this artificial intelligence which analyzes consumer emotions in order to create ads and allocate media budgets in a right way to increase return of investment on it. We use emotions as a clear signal indicating whether this ad gonna work or not, and whether this ad is perceived as a noise or as something relevant for people. Our product actually is a platform for brand marketers, which inputs some number of creative assets and outputs brand campaign, which increases emotional response of the audience. This artificial intelligence helps to find creative idea. It makes better video ads. It helps to select right ads for the right audience, evaluates media channels, and allocates the budget across media channels. In a nutshell, our platform is designed to understand which ad, where to show, to whom. So like what, where, to whom I should show these ads in order to increase brand metrics. And it results increase in efficiency of campaigns 2 times. So we double efficiency of campaigns because of this AI insight. We are at the step with the paid pilots with a number of major advertisers worldwide. So we have pilots with big guys like P&G, Pandora, Unilever, Honda, Telcel, Nestle, and so on in 15 countries across the globe. And just to give an example, so right now we working with one of the major telecom operators. We started to work with them in Mexico, and they bought 30 licenses from us. They built internal key performance indicator for their marketing team based on this data, and right now they scale it to another country, to Peru, our solution. So in our roadmap, we are right now in a step when we validated our key hypothesis about the market, and we understand more. Of course, you never know, but we more or less understand where we have to go. We're right now raising $300,000 seed round, and we raised 120, so they're already in the bank account. With this money, we're going to end our product development, which gonna lead us to $3 million in revenue this year, and hopefully in the coming years will become a unicorn and will change this marketing industry with so much inefficiency and noise around us. So our general aim is to reduce this noise 2 times in this super big market, and we want to PepsiCo Global CMO to say about us in 3 years that there is no way to run effective brand marketing campaign without Emonemy. This is what PepsiCo Global CMO has to say in 2025. We're raising money, and we're going to spend them to product development, more or less all of them, of course, for sales development a little bit, and we still haven't raised 150, and 150 we have in bank account. I am a neuroscientist by my education and entrepreneur, so I spent around 8 years of my life in marketing and in advertising. My partner had 3 exits and 2 failures. My another partner is ex-Accenture Digital Consulting. Our chief scientific guy got papers in Nature, Neuroscience. CPO is ex-brand director in Alibaba Group in AliExpress. Our non-executive director is ex-Y Combinator and backed by first round capital PayPal Mafia. We got awesome advisory board with top people from marketing industry, like President Nielsen France, Chief Data Officer in Group M, President Inez Omar. And hopefully together we'll do something cool. So would love to listen to your critics, to your questions. And if you want to talk about upcoming new era in advertising, which hopefully we're gonna bring to this world, happy to talk. If you want to talk about anything else, also happy to talk. So whatever you want to discuss with me, I am always open. Neuroscience, startups, whatever. Thank you for your emotions and attentions. Ready to answer your questions and to listen to your critics.
All right, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm very proud of you for that.
No. I finished for the last 5 seconds. I've been talking about anything else, so we don't count that. I've been looking for you to stop me.
That's very good. It's very good. As much as I love that picture, if you could drop that one off, and then we'll start asking some questions. I love where you got your design work done from. That's Thank
you. All design is prepared by artificial intelligence. So it was not, So it's generative artificial intelligence, and all texts in my presentation are also made generative artificial intelligence. So, and it's done better than any human being, I guess. Well, more or less any.
Well, it's very special. It's very good. Now, with so much Canopy royalty on the call today, it's very hard for me to pick my favorite panelists. So I'm just going to pick at random, right? I'll go with Ori. Ori, could you ask the first question today? And then we'll go to Tiana.
Hey, yeah, first of all, I loved your pitch. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. My question is, I'm a little bit confused in terms of, is this a SaaS product that you're selling to companies, or is it a platform where you would do the testing on the emotional responses and then pass that data on to marketeers and product designers?
The answer is a super right question. The answer is we don't know yet. So I mean that we have a technology, and right now we apply it in a ad hoc way, and it's always tailor-made a little bit. So we test whether it really works, whether it works as cool as we think, but we don't know which business model we will use, whether it's going to be SaaS or it will be just a pay-as-you-go, or we will just as a ChatGPT will have a text interface. So we don't know yet which interface and which business model we will choose. And this is a question to answer during this year. So we right now we think that our model going to be SaaS, and we will launch subscriptions in next 2 weeks. But maybe we are wrong. So we will right now test the subscription model with this interface as usual SaaS product, as everyone doing. But probably we will change it. So it's just a hypothesis, that we will figure it out later, which model is going to really work.
Nice answer. Thank you for that. Tiana, what do you want to do with this one?
Congratulations, guys. I like the idea a lot, and the team. Sounds amazing, the team you gathered. And I really like that you mentioned that you were running the pilot project. That's super useful. I just wanted to ask, is this how you got this metric that you can kind of guarantee doubling the return on investment? Is it, did you calculate it by some predictions, or by actually using these pilot projects to get it?
Altogether, so this is based on predictions and on actual usage. And right now we are at the step when we gonna launch next month few really big projects in multiple countries with a few major advertisers, and you know them really well. So this is like few.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah. You hear me? Yeah, and it's gonna be done together with a few major research companies, and together with them, we will show at scale how it works in different countries for different campaigns, for different clients, for different segments, to be sure that what we've done, it's not like one successful case and other will be bad. So, and to see whether it's really something what works all the time in a great way. with the proofs of the major guys in the industry.
Thank you. And my second question would be, I think I would like to see the output, an example of the output, so that I understand better, because nowadays you're all curious, what is it that the AI can really do? So I think it would be really nice to see the output. So if you can dedicate one slide to some dummy example with the output of your tool, I think that would be very useful. At least I would like to see it very much. Thank you.
Do we have time for it too? So I guess if
you can show something.
I can do it in 10 seconds or in 3 minutes. So let me show something. So the point is that we have a few, let's say, stages of development of our product. And just a second.
While you're searching, don't forget there are questions at the Q&A section here. Just look at them. Probably won't be able to answer all of them, but you can also later answer them directly via the post that will be at LinkedIn and Facebook, for example. And to those putting the questions, you can have the contacts from Andrew. You can reach him and have that discussion.
I'm ready. So let's imagine that you are a big FMCG company located in some country. In this case, it will be Mexico, and you're gonna launch advertising campaign for specific audience. So what you're gonna do next? So you're gonna upload description of your audience and your existing creative assets like videos into our service. As an output, you'll receive the data like this one. So here it is. So like here, this is the first data you're gonna receive. This is seconds. You see seconds, and here we can see how emotions gonna change during the course of the video. So you will see whether appearance of specific celebrity or pack shot or price or whatever else increases chances to have an emotional response or not. In this specific case, when Ryan Reynolds appears, people tend to smile. However, he appears only as a second number 6. So if we put this guy into second number 1, we probably will not lose lots of audience, which will make. However, he really works, and we can see that when he appears, people really smile and they engage during through whole course of the video. And also at that time, also there is a local Mexican celebrity, and people do not react as good to her. So this is the first thing at Creative Insights for the team. Another is we can see how engagement with the videos changing through the course in YouTube and Facebook. So here is a few videos, and here is a dropout in terms of people who are engaged. So you can see how whether you have to switch off platform or not for this audience. And then we're gonna see which formats and for different platforms gonna work better or worse. So we compare different platforms and different formats like YouTube pre-roll, YouTube mid-roll, Facebook in-stream in terms of attentions and emotions and smiles they produce. So you can understand how to reallocate the budget across them and whether they work good or bad to achieving goals. And specifically, we can understand how to win the hearts and emotional response of the specific target audience. So here you can see females, young females and older females, and how they react in YouTube for the different videos, and how they negatively react to in the YouTube for different videos. So which video you should use in order to increase emotional response from this audience in this channel, and ultimately which one gonna bring the most out of media budget, and how to optimize it in general. So this is what we provide. Is it clear, or should I tell you?
It's clear. It's clear.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is what we have right now, and we're right now working on the part when we will also generate number of multiple videos. So I mean that we have existing creative assets, and we also generate automatically using artificial intelligence number of different musics and voiceovers and pack shots and texts, and then we generate like thousands of different variants of videos based on it, and understand which one gonna work better for which audience.
It's great. Maybe
This
just
is
a
on our
suggestion that you include the one slide with these examples of the app. Cool, thank you, and good luck with
Okay,
this.
thank you.
Thanks, Jana. I'm just going to ask a question from Whitney in the chat here, and then I'll go to Pedro and then Jana to round us out. We've done 8 minutes so far, so hopefully we'll come in about 10 when we've done those. Okay. So Whitney asks, how do you plan to approach privacy concerns, GDPR for testing, and copyright concerns for using AI? Are you using your own data sets for machine learning?
Basically, it's 3 different questions. Question about GDPR and privacy. So we solve it as usually it's solved in marketing research industry. So we have all right documents and we store our data in the country where we get this data, and we have documents which people signing if they use it. So it's the same approach which is used by Ipsos or Nielsen or whoever else. So there's nothing specific here. The second question was about rights for neural networks. So we use all licenses, and it's quite clear what we're doing here, and open source solution. So of course we do not like steal from anyone code or data or models. So and the third one was about database. We collecting our own database because, well, basically no one in the world, there are databases about, let's say, cats and dogs, whether there is a dog or cat on this picture, right? Or whether this is a LinkedIn message or it's a poem by some poet. However, there are no databases about human emotions, attention. They exist, but they're super small. And we're building our own database, which is going to be the largest in the world in the coming 2 years, most probably. And based on that, we'll be able to predict emotional, attentional response from the different creative assets.
There's no database about human responses, but there is one about cats and dogs. Ori, were you orchestrating all these databases? Because it would all have been about dogs, right? If you'd done it. There's really no database for human emotions.
It's super small. So it's not enough to make any predictions out of this database. So I mean that there are databases with thousands of data points, or maybe dozens of thousands. It's not enough for neural network training usually. About cats and dogs, we have dozens of millions data points, and then it's enough. And secondly, well, dogs and cats are a bit simpler than human emotions. So we really need this data.
Okay, Pedro, and then Jana finishes out.
Hi, congrats, Andrew. Comment and the question. Comment is maybe emotions based on facial recognition can be can change from with culture, with ethnic brings things like that. The question, I will just pick Nick's question from the chat, which is how do you collect emotion for the application? Does this require any hardware, anything alike? How does it work?
It works in the following way. So to make it, we're building our own web browser. And in our web browser, there are 2 features. So the first one, the webcam works. So we record emotional response. Well, we basically record lots of things like head movements, eye movements, facial muscles activation, facial expressions. All
you use
things.
The camera of the computer?
Yeah. We use camera, and based on the number of neural networks, so we then understand state of the guy each second while he is on the web. Secondly, we replace ads in different media channels to the ads we should like to analyze. It means that the guy walks to his on YouTube and he's exposed to the ads which we want to understand, the reaction to it, not the ads which Google want to show. Then he walks to his on Facebook and he's exposed to the ads not from Facebook but to our ads. And that's why we really can compare the same video ad inside different media platforms to see which one works better or worse depending on the media context. And I can tell you that the differences can be huge. It can be easily like 5 times. The same ad can work really cool in YouTube and really bad in Facebook, and vice versa. And without this data, you don't have any clue. Because when talking about brand campaigns, you don't care about clicks and conversions. You care about emotions. You might care about it. Have I answered the question? To be honest, I've forgotten it. I started to talk about the product.
We'll keep this conversation later, but now it's Jana's time.
Okay.
Come on, Yana.
Thank you.
I think I'm the one who should be wrapping it up. So just a very quick question. I'm actually going to combine two from our audience. Because again, this is the power of the community. My first one, tell me a little bit about your competition. And the second one, because you just explained us about the browser and about the camera and like, how do you allow this access and how do you kind of work around these approvals?
Talking about competition, there in the marketing research industry, there exist around few dozens of companies which helps to understand emotional response from the video ad. However, does not take into account media context. They presume that the same ad gonna work everywhere in the same way. Also, there is around 3 companies or maybe 4 companies which analyze media context like Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram in terms of attention response, and they do not take into account video ad or creative assets inside it. So they assume that all ads are the same, like all ads in Facebook are the same, all ads in YouTube are the same, and so on. So you see that some guys think that all media contexts are the same for the ad, and some vice versa. So we are the only one solution which combines this data in these 2 levels. So we are the one solution which can give you the data both at the level of video ad and the media channel. Second, super important part is that we don't have any hardware. Majority of all our competitors have hardware like eye trackers or EG or other things. So we not use any hardware, and it's super scalable. It means that we can run analytics in 50 countries tomorrow if we want to. And it's something super important for large advertisers like Unilever, because they need unified data across all markets, not like the data in one way in London, another way in Thailand, in the third way in Singapore, and so on. And we can bring it at scale. And this is something super unique. And another thing where we're going to go and what is not done yet is the generative part. So we want not only to analyze videos and how to select the channels, but we want also automatically to improve these videos and to generate the content, which is looks like it's possible to do, but we will see it in the coming 1 or 2 months when we will figure it out correctly. It's like in a research phase right now. It was first question. Of course, I've forgotten second one.
Don't worry. I think we should call time there, actually. We've done really well on this first one. I'm going to have to manage it differently on George and Paolo's, but amazing how spending a bit of time on something and asking questions really opens out all of this. You've got half a dozen questions in the chat as well if you want to have a look at those when you come off in a second.